first question. Okay, so looks like I'll have to hide myself. Here you go. The first year students in a business school are split into 6 sections, right? In 2019, the business stats course was taught in these six sections by A, B, C, D, E, and F. So these are 5 people. All 6 sections had a common midterm and a common end term worth 100 marks each. So midterm was total 100 marks and end term exam was also 100 marks of each, right? ET contained more questions than MT. So that's one condition. Questions for MT and ET were prepared collectively by the 6 faculty members. Considering MT and ET together, each faculty member prepared the same number of questions. So suppose A, the faculty A prepared X questions, then B also prepared X, C also prepared X, as in total number of questions are going to be 6x. 6x here would mean multiples of 6. Now, each of the MT and ET had at least 4 questions that were worth 5 marks, at least 3 questions that were worth 10 marks, and at least 2 questions that were worth 15 marks. So they are using the phrase at least. That means कम से कम उतना तो होगा, उससे ज़्यादा भी हो सकता है. That we will have to figure out once we get to know कि total marks 100 बन रहे हैं कि नहीं. ठीक है? We will look into it in some time. Next statement says in both MT and ET, all the 5 mark questions preceded the 10 mark questions and all the 15 mark questions followed the 10 mark questions. बोले तो पहले 5 marks questions थे, फिर 10, फिर 15. The following additional facts are known. A prepared the 5th question for both MT and ET. For MT, this question carried 5 marks. A prepared 1 question for MT. Every other faculty member prepared more than 1 question for MT. All questions prepared by a faculty member appeared consecutively in MT as well as ET. Okay, so A prepared 1 question for MT, जो भी है. Every other faculty member prepared more than 1 question. तो MT वाला जो एग्जाम था, मिड टर्म एग्जाम, उसमें A ने केवल 1 क्वेश्चन प्रिपेयर करे, बाकी सारे फैकल्टी मेंबर्स ने 1 से ज्यादा करे, मींस एटलीस्ट 2. Third statement says all questions prepared by a faculty member appeared consecutively. मतलब कि अगर A का क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 and 5 है तो 6 and 7 नेक्स्ट का होगा, 8 and 9 नेक्स्ट का होगा, कंसेक्यूटिव होना चाहिए. दैट मींस क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 and 2 by was one person, 3 and 4 by another, 5 and 6 by another, and so on and so forth. Fourth में Chetan prepared the 3rd question in both MT and AT. I hope this is understood that if Chetan prepared the 3rd question in both MT and AT, तो चांसेस बहुत ज्यादा हैं कि इट्स गोइंग टू बी क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 and 4. व्हाई चांसेस ज्यादा हैं एंड व्हाई नॉट श्योर? बिकॉज ए ने केवल एक ही क्वेश्चन प्रिपेयर किया था एमटी में, मतलब कोई तो है जो 2 से ज्यादा कर रहा है. मे बी चेतन, हु नोस. ईशा prepared the 8th question in both. F prepared for first question of MT and the last one in ET. Dave prepared the last question of MT and the first one in ET. So this is a question which is an arrangement question, but it also has to do with a bit of calculation or a preparation at the initial stage. Yeah, good afternoon Sonali. ठीक है, तो ये आपका सडन सीधे अरेंजमेंट नहीं है, पहले हमें कुछ कैलकुलेशंस करने हैं. क्या कैलकुलेशंस करने? सो इफ वी लुक एट 6 sections and 100 marks each. So if I talk about the exam midterm, 100 marks ka, right? It says each of MT and ET had at least 4 questions that were worth 5 marks. So 4 question, हर question का 5 marks, तो 20 marks इधर हो गए. उसके बाद 3 questions that were worth 10 marks, 3 questions 10 marks, तो 30 marks इधर हो जाएंगे. Right? We are talking about both MT and ET क्योंकि दोनों ही 100 marks के थे, right? Okay. And then at least 2 questions that were worth 15 marks. So 2 questions, 15 marks. So ये 30 marks के. So if we add all of this, we are going to get 80 marks. बाकी 20 marks किधर है? So can we say these 20 marks can follow 5 के 4 होंगे, या फिर 5 के 2 होंगे, एक 10 का होगा, या 5 का एक होगा, 15 का एक होगा, और 10 और 10 के दो होंगे। और कोई पॉसिबिलिटी है ये 20 मार्क्स इन क्वेश्चंस के पैटर्न से निकालने के? नहीं, इतने ही होंगे। ठीक है, ये पहला पार्ट हो गया। नेक्स्ट, अगर आपको ये पॉइंट याद है, each faculty member, MT and ET together, each faculty member prepared the same number of questions together, prepared the same number of questions. ठीक है, so what does it mean? It means कि अगर suppose A ने 4 क्वेश्चंस करें तो B ने भी 4 करें, C ने भी 4 करें. If A has done 3 questions, B has done 3 questions, C has done 3 questions. So the number of questions overall दोनों टेस्ट मिला के वो बराबर है, right? Remember वो x की बात करी थी when I started discussing that statement, right? So right now how many questions do we have? We have 4 questions of 5 marks, we have 3 questions of 10 marks, and then we have 2 questions of 15 marks. टोटल अभी तक हमारे पास 4 + 3 + 2 दैट इज गोइंग टू बी 9 क्वेश्चंस हैं। अब ये 9 क्वेश्चंस तो एमटी के भी हैं, ईटी के भी हैं। सो कैन वी से वी हैव सो फार अ टोटल ऑफ 18 क्वेश्चंस दैट वी हैव टू फिल, बट द टोटल नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस शुड बी इन द टेबल ऑफ 6। टेबल ऑफ 6 का मतलब है कि अभी दोनों टेस्ट मिला के वी नीड how many questions? Next number in the table of 6 after 18 is 24. So अगर मुझे 24 questions करने हैं तो it means मुझे 6 questions और करने हैं, 6 questions और करने हैं, which means 3 questions in every test is what I need to fill up. ठीक है, तो 3 question मेरा इधर फिल होगा, इससे नहीं होगा। These are 4 questions, right? These are 2 questions, 2 questions. So can we say 5, 5, 10 का combo होगा, such that कि ये टोटल मेरे को 24 क्वेश्चंस जनरेट करके दे, राइट? बट दिस इज कंसिडरिंग दैट वी हैव अ टोटल ऑफ क्वेश्चंस इन ईच टेस्ट इक्वल, राइट? तो अगर इफ यू रीड द सेकेंड स्टेटमेंट, ठीक है, वी हैव मिड टर्म एंड वी हैव दिस, नो? तो अपन ये मिड टर्म एग्जाम की बात करते हैं, ठीक है। लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द फर्स्ट टेबल एज द मिड टर्म सिनेरियो। सो इफ आई से दिस इज द मिड टर्म एग्जाम, तो वन फैकल्टी मेंबर इज गोइंग टू आंसर 2, अनदर इज गोइंग टू आंसर, आई मीन मेक प्रिपेयर 2 क्वेश्चंस, अनदर 2 क्वेश्चंस, अनदर 2 क्वेश्चंस। कितना? 1 फैकल्टी, 2 फैकल्टी, 3 फैकल्टी, 4 फैकल्टी, 5th faculty is going to make 2 questions, and then A prepares only 1 question. So can we say midterm exam में total 11 questions थे? If midterm exam में 11 questions थे, that means end term exams में remaining 13 questions होंगे, because we need 24. Such that each faculty member prepare 2, जैसे हमें पता है जो ऊपर में करा था उन्होंने, A prepare करेगा 3. Why? Because the total number of questions including both the term exams is equal for each faculty. So if A prepares only one question in midterm, A को total 4 करने हैं, तो A जो है बाकी 3 end term से आ रहा होगा। So we do know कि 24 questions करने हैं, but out of those 24 questions बाकी जो 6 questions आएंगे वो कैसे आएंगे, right? So this is our concern. We know that 9 questions तो इधर फिल होने वाले हैं out of 11. So 11 में से 9 we know, we need another 2. So can we say midterm exam is about 9 questions plus 2 questions, and end term exam is about 9 questions plus 4 questions, because we need a total of 13, right? Okay. अब 9 questions plus 2 questions करने हैं, तो अब ये 2 क्वेश्चंस हम कैसे कर सकते हैं? ठीक है, लेट्स स्टार्ट थिंकिंग अबाउट इट। ऑल द 5 मार्क्स प्रेसिडेड द 10 मार्क क्वेश्चंस। सो द सीक्वेंस है मिड टर्म एग्जाम्स एंड एंड टर्म का, उसमें पहले 5 वाले फिल होंगे, फिर उसके बाद आपके 10 एंड देन 15 वाले, राइट? ठीक है. Let's read the first statement. First statement says Annie prepared the fifth question for both MT and ET. So let's fill this up. This is question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. ये question numbers हैं. Enter में these are question numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there are 13 questions there. Okay. Let's put in the name of the people or the initials of the people who made that question. Right. So this was for the explanation part, right? So we now know there are going to be 11 questions and 13 questions. So ye to fix hai. So we need to have 11 questions here and we need to have 13 questions. Okay, let's fill. Annie prepared the fifth question for both MT and ET. For MT, this question carried 5 marks. So let's talk about marks now. कि marks कितना awarded है इनका. Okay. So this is a 5-mark question. This is a 5-mark question. Now if it is a 5-mark question, इसका मतलब कि पहले वाले भी सारे 5 marks के हैं, इधर भी पहले वाले 5 marks के. Right? Remember, it says that 5-mark questions are preceded by 10 marks question and all the 15 marks question are followed by 10 mark questions. तो ये 5 हो गया, उसके बाद कुछ 10 होंगे, उसके बाद कुछ 15 होंगे. Now, if you remember that in every test there are only 4 questions of 5 marks. That means we need another 5. If we need another 5, that forces us कि भैया ये 10 और 10 नहीं हो सकता. Right? This is discarded. Right? ये नहीं कर सकते because we need these 5 mark वाला question. Okay. नहीं, ये 5 के बाद 10 हो सकता है. We need a 6. Very much possible. Next is Annie prepared 1 question for MT. So Annie is done. All questions prepared by faculty member appeared consecutively in MT and ET. चलो ये भी पता है. Chetan prepared the third question in both MT and ET. So Chetan prepares the third question in both MT and ET. And Isha prepared the 8th question in both. So this is Isha and this is Isha. Now let's pay attention here. MT में A alone होगा. So can we say the only possibility if we have CC in MT exam? Because अगर C is at 2 suppose, consecutive होना है ना, तो 4 पे कौन होगा? We can't put A क्योंकि A अकेला है MT में. And if I put B, then B will not be consecutive. So the only possibility where C can go is 4. This is going to be true for your ET exam as well. So we are going to have CC and AA. Right? I hope this part is clear so far. Okay. Now, since Isha prepared the 8th question, what can we deduce about Isha now here? So Isha is going to prepare 8th. तो suppose Isha prepares 7th, तो ये 3 एक बंदे का होगा, जो कि हो नहीं सकता है, क्योंकि out of 12 questions, if everyone makes 2 questions, they are going to be in consecutive. पर अगर एक क्वेश्चन कम है A का, तो it means others are going to be in pairs. 8 and 9, 10 and 11, these 2 pairs should be prepared by different faculties. तो E has to go at the 9th position ताकि दूसरे faculty का नाम consecutive आ सके. I hope that you agree with this part. Now, what about ET वाले में? ET वाले में if we have E here, तो यहाँ पे भी E होना चाहिए. Right? Why? Because if you remember, if there is 1 A in MT, then there are 3 A's in ET. Since 4th वाला C से fixed है, 8th वाला E से fixed है, that means the next 3 A's are, and next 3 slots are A's. So EE इधर आएगा. So who is going to prepare the question numbers? That we know for some of the people, by some of the people. ठीक है? Yeah, hi Shiv Shankar. Now, next statement. Faqih prepared the first question of MT. So he prepared the first question. That means he must have prepared the second as well. Right? and the last one in ET. If Fakir prepares the last one in ET, so he is going to prepare the second last also. Okay. Dev prepared the last question of MT. If Dev prepares the last question, तो उसके पहले वाला भी करेगा. And the first one in ET. So D comes here. So D comes here. The only person left is B and B. So we will be putting in B and B. So far we are able to complete कि ये जो आपका MT और ET है, इसमें से किस क्वेश्चन नंबर को कौन प्रिपेयर कर रहा है. Now we need to find out the combination, right? So out of 4 questions of 5 marks, हमने 4 फिगर आउट कर लिए, 1-5 और चाहिए. ठीक है. Now we need 2 questions of 15 marks. Suppose if I make 2 questions of 15 marks and 3 questions of 10 marks, तो ये बनता है मेरे से. If I do the same thing here, then this is what I'm getting. So I need this to be filled. These can be filled by having at least 2 5s. अब at least 2 5s आपको इधर भी है, इधर भी है, right? And we can have 5 plus 15 and then इसका combination, right? So 20 marks हमें लाने हैं. Overall 40 marks, in other words. How can I make up 40 marks using the combination? देखो 20 marks for each exam, right? क्योंकि 80 marks is so far we have. We need 20 marks in MT, 20 marks in ET, that is 40 marks, including a combination of these. What are the possible combination? Can I say 5, 5, 5, 5 is 20, and another 20 I can get is by taking 10, 10. 5, 5, 5, 5 is another 20 and 5 plus 15 is another 20. Another one I can have is 5, 5, 10 and another 5, 5, 10. So 5, 5, 10 के 2 combination, right? और total 24 questions बनाने हैं. ठीक है. I need a space. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase this particular last table. Doesn't look like it's required, so that we will have space for it. See, I need 40 marks from 6 questions. So can I say the first possibility is 5, 5, 5, 5, this is 20 marks with 2 questions, and then 5, 50? Or I can have 5, 5, 5, 5, these are the ones, and then 10 and 10. Okay, 6 questions or 40 marks are 40 marks. Can we say we can have another one which is 5, 5, 10 and another 5, 5, 10? Such that from 6 questions we will get a total of 40 marks. Do we have any other scenario? Looks like no, we don't. Now, since we do not have any other scenario, तो अगर ध्यान दोगे तो ये दोनों same है. Of course, it's 5 4 times and then 10 2 times. The sequence is different from 5 5 10 and 5 5 10. But then overall there are 4 questions of 5 marks and there are 2 questions of 10 marks each. So in short we can say कि आपके पास 2 ही cases हैं. या तो 5 बार 5 लिखोगे और 1 बार 15, या फिर आप 4 बार 5 लिखोगे and 2 times 10. So these are the 2 possibilities that we can have. ठीक है? So I am erasing whatever we filled end से check करने के लिए. So we very much can see कि ये 5 extra है, this 5 is extra. So 2 5s तो use हो जाएंगे. Right? And we are supposed to fill 2 more 5s at least for sure. So एक 5 इधर और एक 5 इधर आएगा ही. Why 5 will come there only? Why not later? Because the marks are in increasing order of the question paper. 5 के बाद 10 आएगा और 10 के बाद फिर 5 नहीं आ सकता. So that tells us that next two 5s are also definitely done. Now we need a 5-15 or we need a 10-10, right? If we look at the 10 question वाला, तो इसके तो हमारे पास 3 questions fill करने and 15 marks के 2 करने. ये तो दोनों में ही होने थे. So that tells us that 5-15 or 10-10 they are left. So if I put 5 here and 15 here, or we can have a 10 here or a 10 here, तो हमारे पास 3 10 और आएंगे और 2 15 और आएंगे. In other words, if question number 8 is going to be 15, what I can do is I can shift it as the 11th question, and 11th question का 10 marks इधर ला सकते हैं, right? This is very much possible. That's the shifting that we can do. Okay. There is one point. Annie prepared the 5th question for MT and ET. This question carried 5 marks, right? That is we have done, right? अब अगर होल्ड ऑन, इन दोनों में से कौन सा केस एलिमिनेट किया जाए? A prepared the 5th question for both MT and ET, and same number of questions, and that is the sequence. Okay, why is it necessary कि 5 उधर ही जाएगा? Okay, एनी का 5th तक तो हमने फिल कर लिया ना, so I am removing these. ठीक है, 5th तक filled है. There is one more statement. Let's look at the main part. So far, what we know is कि total marks is 200, right? F has, if I look at C has prepared 20 marks का question, right? And F is definitely going to prepare 15, 5, 15, 5, 20, 20 marks का question, right? डी का भी 2020, बी का भी 2020, ई का भी, होल्ड ऑन, नहीं, marks by every faculty they can be different, right? Very much possible. Since Annie prepared the fifth question and this question carried 5 marks, so we are going to have 10 fives. Out of 10 fives, we have 4 fives, 8 fives already. We need 2 more fives. ठीक है. And we can have 2 tens. That is also correct. We're going to have 110. Three questions that were worth 10 marks. See, we are supposed to put 2 tens and, sorry, 3 tens and 2 15s. So, worst case में अगर मैं ये भी fill करूंगा कि 3 tens and 2 15s are being filled, so what about 6th? Can this be a 5? If I put a 5 here, अच्छा, total marks 100 भी तो चाहिए. So far, what is the sum? The sum so far up to E was 25 plus 30, 55 plus 30, 55 plus 30, 85. So we need a 15. Means MT में the total score is going to be such that the last 3 are supposed to be 15 because we need a total of 100 marks. The moment we get one extra 15 means this is not possible. यही एक possibility है. Out of which these 4 5s are part of standard, 3 10s भी standard है और 2 15s भी standard है. मतलब ये होना ही था. 1 5 and 1 15 is utilized here. In the case of end term exam, 4 5s sure होने हैं, 2 15s श्योर होने हैं, 3 10s श्योर होने हैं, right? We don't have extra 10, so the others are going to be 5 such that the sum is 100. So let's check. This is so far 80. 80 plus 5555 is going to be 20. ठीक है? Fine. So this was the thing कि total marks तो 100 होंगे. So we had to form a combination. If I take 10 and 10, this will be either less than 100 or more than 100. That is the reason this gets eliminated. Okay. So that part was the trick part. ये find out करना था. Okay. Chalo, let's start solving the question once the table is complete. The second question in ET was prepared by ET का second question was prepared by Dave. How many 5 mark questions were there in MT and ET combined? If you remember, there were 4 and 4 standard and then there were 6 more, right? No, 4 and 4, 8, 8 plus 5, 13. So 13 5 mark questions we had. Who prepared 15 mark questions for MT and ET? So if you look at MT and ET, both, can we say nobody did? So देखो, D MT में करता है तो ET में नहीं करता, और F अगर ET में करता है तो MT में नहीं करता. So can we say, अच्छा, it doesn't say both, it simply says MT and ET. Both word is not there. So we have F, E and D, Fed. Fed. D option. Next, which of the following questions did B prepare in ET? If you look at ET and B prepared question number 10 and 11. Those were 10-mark questions. Next set is DI. So looks like a dual axis. So something that is more and something that is less. And it's talking about, so अगर आप यहाँ ध्यान दोगे, तो this one is your 0. ये वाला नहीं. This axis is your x axis. Okay. And this axis is your y axis. So what does x axis represent? X axis represents actual rainfall from June to August in mm. So magnitude represent करता है. And what about the y axis? Y axis shows deviation from LPA. What is LPA? LPA is long period average. ये आपका main stem में given है. Right? So this part is LPA in terms of percentage. So previous year के trend के हिसाब से अभी इस year में क्या percentage change है? Let's read the main stem now. To compare the rainfall data, IMD calculated the long period average or LPA of rainfall during period June to August for each of the 16 states. 3 months. The figure given below shows the actual rainfall during the June-August 2019 and the percentage deviation from LPA of respective states in 2018. So 18 की comparison में ये क्या हुआ है? Each state along with its actual rainfall is represented in the figure. So let's take an example to understand this. Suppose if I want to talk about कि केरला का क्या सीन है. So केरला में 2019 में 1500 mm rainfall happened in June, July, August month. In 2018 कितना हुआ था? So if I look at Kerala, it decreased by 10%. Right? So Kerala mein, if this would have been, let's say, x mm rainfall, so can we say 0.9 times of x is 1500? जो भी 2018 था उससे 10% कम होके केरला पहुंच गया. ठीक है? So from here we will get the value of x as 1500 into 10 upon 9. So ये जो भी solve होके point में आएगा. ठीक है? So this is how we are going to figure values out from 2018 and 2019. So we have to be careful about the numbers. First question says, okay, I'll unhide myself. बहुत देर तक मैं invisible रह गया. Okay, I hope you guys can see the values. ठीक है. So question number 5 says, if heavy monsoon state is defined as a state with rainfall from June to August 2019 of 900 mm or more, then approximately what percentage of heavy monsoon states have a negative deviation from respective LPAs in 2019? So there are two parts to this. First is, let's identify which ones are heavy monsoon states. It's a state that has actual rainfall from June to August, that is the month, the 3 months, in 2019, जो हमें graph given है, of 900 mm or more. So 900 mm or more we have is Maharashtra, then we have is Sikkim, we have Mizoram, 3 states, then we have Goa, Arunachal, Kerala and Meghalaya. This is obvious, right? 800 इधर है, 900 है, तो इसके right में जितने भी states पड़ेंगे, those all are the states that have actual rainfall of more than 900. ठीक है? So these are we have. Then approximately what percentage of heavy monsoon states have a negative deviation? Negative deviation अब किन में है? This is the second part that we need to identify. The negative deviations are in these three, right? From respective LPS. So obviously the percentage or the negative deviation has to do with previous LPS. So looking at this, can we say out of a total of 7, 3 ऐसे states हैं which fall in the category of heavy monsoon state, पहला चीज, and the second thing being कि उन 7 में से 3 have negative deviation. So 3 by 7, 1 by 7 is 14%, 3 by 7 is 40 plus percentage. The only option we have is C. C mark कर देंगे. ठीक है? Can you guys see the option? Right. Next. If a low monsoon state is defined as state with actual rainfall of 750 mm or less, 750 मतलब ये 700 इधर को होगा, so 750 इधर को होगा. In other words, we will have Gujarat, we have Karnataka, MP, Assam, West Bengal, 400, 300, 400, 300. So we have so far 5 and 4. So we have 9 such states which are low monsoon states. Then what is the median deviation from LPA as defined in the y-axis of the figure? So median deviation का मतलब हो गया कि if I write down the deviations listed here in the sorted order, which it already is. This one is the lowest, then you have this, then you have Jharkhand, then you have West Bengal, then you have Assam, then you have MP, Madhya Pradesh, then you have Rajasthan, then you have Karnataka, then you have Gujarat. So these are the 9 states. इसमें से median यानी middle value कौन सी है? The middle value happens to be Assam, which is called the median, right? So can we say that the median percentage over here is -10? ये number है. So the answer is -10. Option A. Correct? Okay. Next question. What is the average rainfall of all states that have actual rainfall of 600 or mm or less in 2019 and have a negative deviation from LPA? 600 mm or less और साथ में negative deviation होना चाहिए. So can we say we are talking about Assam, West Bengal, Jharkhand, Delhi and Manipur? These are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 such states. Now, without taking the average, देखो 2 600 and 2 400 हैं, है ना? So 600, 600, 400, 400 का average will be 500. And then we have a 300. तो वो थोड़ा सा और नीचे जाना चाहिए. Since all the numbers are going to end in 0 and if you divide it by 5, तो it will be difficult, right? But it could be B or D में से कोई भी हो सकता. It's not A, it's not C. Because A is way above. Without including Delhi, we are getting 500 already. And for the average rainfall to be 367, as in closer to 300, we should have more numbers which should be closer to 300. पर वो भी नहीं है. तो let's solve this. कर ही लेते solve. 6644, that is 2300, and when divided by 5, this is 460. Because 2 options were pretty close, तो मेरे को ये करना पड़ा. Otherwise नहीं तो देख के भी हम लोग कर सकते थे. ठीक है? अगर एक 300 की जगह suppose 500 होता, तो बहुत simply the answer would have been 500 only. Okay, the next one. The LP of a state for a year is defined as the average rainfall in the preceding 10 years, considering the period of June and August. Sorry, June to August. Preceding मतलब पहले. For example, LPA in 2018 is the average rainfall during 2009 to 2018, and LPA in 2019 is the average rainfall during 2010 to 2019. 2010 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 13, 13 to 14, 14 to 15, ऐसे करते हुए up to 18, 19. ठीक है? नहीं तो 2010 to 19 करोगे तो अच्छा नहीं. It's 2010, year 2011, 12, because we need 10 years. It is also observed that the actual rainfall in Gujarat in 2019 is 20% more than the rainfall in 2009. It is also observed that the actual rainfall in Gujarat in 2019 is 20% more than the rainfall in 2009. Okay. तो देखो 2009, 2010, 2011 and so on, 2017, 2018, 2019, right? These are the 11 years. ये 11 साल है इधर. If we pay attention, so 2010 से 2019 ये 10 years का break group है. And then we have another group of 2009 to 2018. Right? What is common here? दोनों cases में? Can we say the common part is 2010 to 2018? It exists in 2010 से 19 वाला range. It also exists in 2009 to 18 का range. So if we talk about 2009 से 2018 का range, can I break this down as 2009's value plus value from 2010 to 2018? Similarly, 2010 to 2019, if I talk about this particular range, so can I break this as value from 2010 to 2018 plus the value in the year 2019? चलेगा? Okay. नेक्स्ट स्टेप कैलकुलेशन का है कि दिस इज गिवन एज गुजरात. वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट गुजरात. नो, दिस इज गिवन एज 600 एवरेज. रिमेंबर दिस इज द एवरेज ऑफ 10 years. सो एक्चुअली ये हमारे पास 6000 है टोटल रेनफॉल इन द लास्ट 10 years. 6000 mm, 6 मीटर पानी भरा था. एंड इफ यू टॉक अबाउट दिस ईयर, it is given that the particular 2009 is 20% more than the rainfall in the year 2019 is 20% more. So 2009 का अगर केवल देखें हम लोग, that is going to be 600. तो 600 किसका 20% ज्यादा है? So this is going to be 500 mm alone here, and this is going to be, इसको मैं मान लेता हूं x mm, right? Okay. And what do we know? Yes, 600 mm था. And what do we know from here? कि ये 25% ज्यादा है. Okay, so I will need space, so I'm hiding myself. So 2019 का LPA value is 25% more than 2018 का LPA value, and 2019 का LPA value को if I multiply by 10, I will get this sum. Instead of average, मेरे को पूरा sum मिल जाएगा. Now, if you see 2019 का LPA value is 10 into 600, and 2018 का is 500 plus x, right? X being इसका sum and 2009 का is this sum. This is 1.25 times of this. From here, if we solve the value of x, that x is going to be 6000 minus 5 into 500 into 1.25 plus x, which is going to be 125. So 625 divided by 1.25. This is going to result in 5375 by 1.25. 5375 by 125. It should give us 44,500, 4,300. ठीक है. So 2008 से 2018 तक की जो ओवरऑल वैल्यू है that is 4,300. (2009) is 20% more than the rainfall in 2009. Acha, sorry, I should not have taken this. I should have rather taken this. Formula थोड़ी और जगह चाहिए. Sorry about this calculation part. Can we say that this is going to be 2010 to 2019 is LPA. It's not LPA, it's not average, it's the product of LPA into 10. So this average is given as 600. Since this is for 10 years, so we'll multiply it by 10. This is going to be equal to XMM plus the value in the year 2019, right? And if we talk about ye wala data, so this is going to be, remember, 25% zyada hai, so this is 500 into 10, right? And this is also going to be XMM plus 1.25 times of V2009. Sorry, V2009 is 2019 ka divided by 1.25. Because 2009 का value is given as 20%, इसका 20% more is going to give us, इसका 20% more is 2019 का value. So can we say V2009 is V2019 by 20%, 1.2 actually? So from these two equations, we need to figure out the value of V2019. यही पूछ रहे हैं हमें. So what we can do is we can eliminate X by subtracting, right? So we will have 100 into 10, 1000 is equal to 1 minus 1 by 1.2 into V2019, which is going to result in V2019 is going to be a value which is going to be less than 500. थोड़ा सा 500 से कम. B. 475 is way too accurate. It's not going to get divided. Approximately or closest to 490 होगा. 500 से थोड़ा कम हो जाएगा. So the answer is going to be B. Right? So we had to convert. Thank you. Thank you for joining. I will just have a glance if you guys had any doubts here. Okay, chalo. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.